J&FJ Bakers are master tanners and curriers of both equestrian leather and shoe leathers. We produce top quality leathers for the bespoke shoe industry as well as equestrian leathers that can be used for luggage and accessories, all here on our site in Devon. Turning the oak bark tanned hide into a beautiful, useful piece of leather is the job of curriers. Oak bark tanning of the hide is an irreversible process, turning raw hide into leather. The hide now needs to be rehydrated, fed with greases, dried, rolled, stained and dubbined. How this is done depends on the intended use of each piece of leather. To produce stiff, resilient leather for shoe soling, the leather begins with the finishing process by soaking in water for a week to remove the loose tan. The hides are then shaved level to achieve different and even thicknesses. The leather is stacked while moist to flatten and allow an even hydration throughout the hide before being oiled. The leather is now hung to dry. Each piece of shoe leather is then rolled 3 times. Pressures of up to several tons are exerted onto the fibres, compacting them into a hard wearing leather. With our shoe leathers, we also offer a cutting service. We cut stiffeners, insoles, soles, welts, heel lifts, top pieces, and toe puffs. Equestrian leathers are curried differently. They are soaked to wash and remove loose tan. The leather is then squeezed to remove moisture, and the flesh side is then shaved. The wet hides are then hand set and oiled. To hand set the leather, a blunt blade is used to squeeze out moisture, remove wrinkles and flatten the hides to remove lumps where the hide covered the hip bones and the shoulder. This historic method of hand setting the hides uses the same tools and oils as was done hundreds of years ago. Once set, the leather is hung to dry until sanded, and then they're ready to be reset. Sand is the condition of the leather when it's still pliable but no longer wet. The leather is now ready to be stained. Our full grain oak bark tan leather is hand stained using an aniline stain. Much like a wood stain, the aniline stain allows the character of the hide to show through the colour and wears beautifully, improving with age and developing a patina. The flesh side is buffed, mossed and plated with heat. This process gives the flesh side a clean, smooth, firm finish. The leather is now ready to be dubbined. We mix various natural greases and oils using one of our 20 secret recipes to feed the fibres with grease that will protect, soften and strengthen the leather. The wax coating on the grain can be buffed away with a soft brush to reveal the true colour beneath. Some of our softer leathers, such as the Russian calf and panel hides, have a textured print embossed on them. Our textures include the traditional crosshatch, bag hide and pig print. Our vegetable tan leathers are corrected grain as standard. The grain side of the leather is lightly buffed to remove superficial scars and some of the growth marks. This leather is then finished with a pigment stain. Where an aniline stain is similar to a wood stain, a pigment stain is more akin to a wood paint. Both of these currying techniques produce a more uniform grain side to the leather. Thank you for taking an interest in how we curry our leather. Our final video in this series will show our range of leathers, discussing their uses, colours, thicknesses and sizes.